It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Commanders and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline. The month. You're going a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power.
Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Escapes a defender. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
You hear me say all the time, Kate, that football is the ultimate team sport, but there are times as a quarterback it can feel a little bit like golf and match play. And when your opponent gives you a shot, gives you an opportunity with the pick, as a quarterback leading your team, you want to maximize it and take advantage of it.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. First down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's 2nd and 5. This is complete to Olave. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Completes this one to Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And the Commanders will have a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
We're outside.
Running it again with Gibson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Third and long for him here. Hitting Olave on the slant. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Darnold. Got his target. It's Otten. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 8. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders go up 10-zip here in the first. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled by Keon White there.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. And he turns a little room into a gain up to the 17. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss for Gibson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. They get 35 out of that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. It's an option to the left side. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a 1st. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and then completion still pretty good for the defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Now a give. It's Gibson headed right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 10 now. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Throwing here, Darnold. Into traffic, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nick Herbig making the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 29. Completed over the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nick Herbig making the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flush down out to his left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Here we go, here we go.
On the option, here's Gibson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
No 80. No 80.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff headed left to Gibson. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready. Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Go.
On the give, here's Eckler. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Set. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders pushing for points. Second down now, 7 to go.
Go side. Red 80. Red 80.
From the 37. Into the hands of Olave. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. The give inside to Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 23. Olave with the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Yellow 80. Red 80.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On first down, Hurts finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts able to get it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. 1st and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Nick Herbig making the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll start this series with an option left. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Red 80. Red 80. It's that.
Here's 2nd and 14. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great.
They'll start this series with an option left. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Caught by Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Hurts now from the gun. He finds Freiermuth over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Brown with a return here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and wide receiver Tim Patrick set for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They've got first down from the 31. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Staying with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Patrick with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders piling onto the scoreboard yet again. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
For the point after, here's Blankenship. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Commanders and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
They'll try it right with Gibson. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, son. Here we go, yellow 80. Here we go, red 80. Hey, son.
Darnold. This is complete to Olave. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here we go, son. Go 80. Go 80. Red 80. Hey, son.
Back to throw on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, son. Yellow 80. Red 80. Hey, son.
To throw, here's Darnold. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
Trying to run in, Eckler. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
second and goal. It's an option to the left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense, that surge, that want to, that leverage to not just stop them at the point of attack, but knock them 2 yards backwards.
Red 80. Red 80. Yellow 80.
Now Darnold. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Red 80.
Darnold now to throw. He's got it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Jukes his way into the clear. And he's going to be taken down after a decent gain to the 8. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now Hurts. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here goes set. Set.
A give left side to Gibson. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a run with Gibson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Gibson. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Yo, lady. Red, Eddie.
Darnold looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, this ball's caught by Palmer. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Great.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hurts throwing again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Maher connects there. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Brown with a return here. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Gibson with it. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. On the option, here's Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Handoff headed left to Gibson. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, set.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On first down, here's Eckler. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's an option play to the left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete, pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, set. Yo, lady. Yo, lady. Red 80. Set.
Throwing here, Darnold. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got 3rd down. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers Gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from DC.